and welcome back to the channel. Our next adventure takes us to the Outer Hebrides and we hope you're going to travel with us. We are setting off and we travel to the port of Loch on the island of North Uist.
Yeah, but this first vlog is the first stage of the journey and covers our 5 stops to get to Skye, to get over on the boat to the Western Isles, where we tend to spend about 3 weeks there before heading back and spending a bit of time walking in the forest around Blair Atholl and using the bikes.
So if you'd like to follow us on our journey, if you'd like to click subscribe, click the notification button or bell so you don't miss out on any of our travels, and you can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
So we start and you join us in Stirling for the first vlog. We hope you enjoy it. We'll see you at the end.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello and welcome to Witches Craig caravan site. Follow me and I'll give you a little bit of a guided tour. This is the entrance to the site. It's just in Stirling, on the outskirts of Stirling should I say, and that's the main A91 between Stirling and Blair Logie. And as you turn in off the road, you come straight into a long driveway and you can see, welcome to Witches Craig. It's a beautiful sunny day today. I feel quite blessed that we're in Scotland and the sun's shining. So as you come down here and you come to the entrance barrier, it's an automatic gate that gets you straight inside. You can see as I pan round to the right, there's a lot of hard standing pictures that have got caravans and motorhomes on, and the service block as we go round is over to the right hand side. It's apparently an award-winning toilet block, so there you go. And as we go a little bit further round here into the sunshine, you've got reception over on your left hand side with some beautiful Scottish thistles and deer. Oh, and a very nice wooden carved Scotsman in his kilt. So as we go around, once you've come into reception and you've booked in, park up just here and you'll be given directions. Now I guess you're asking me, or what you're thinking is, why is it called Witches Craig? Well, if you just look up above here, you can see the Auchtertyre hills. I have to apologise if you're Scottish and I'm saying this completely wrong, but they're the hills, and the outcrop of rock is the Witches Craig. And what it is, there'd been a church here since 1178, and the rumour was that there was a coven of witches that used to dance behind the church, and that's where the outcrop of rock gets its name from. And it's sort of still been there in modern times, because there's a place called Devil's Loch close by, and also something, I think it's Warlock Grove or something like that. So the whole history of witches around this area has been here obviously for quite some time. So enough of that. As we go onto the site down here, there's a lovely children's play area on the right hand side. It's got all the things, it's got soft landing areas for them if they fall off anything, but really well kitted out for children here. No dogs in there obviously, and the site's got everything you can imagine. It's a family run site. It's very friendly, very welcoming, been in the same family for the previous 40 years, and as you look round you can see that it caters for all sizes of motorhomes and caravans, and it also caters for tents as well, and I'll show you the tent area just as we walk further down here. But there's picnic areas, there's all the things, water facilities, motorhome service point, everything that you can imagine, and it's absolutely beautiful. Very quiet today, although you do have the main A91 running at the end. It really is quite quiet, and there's not that much road noise at all. At the back of where the tent area is that we're walking down towards now, and our van that you can see down there, we've got the sheep in one field at the side of us, Highland cows in the other, which makes for a good traditional Scottish view. The great thing about this site is it's only about a 2-mile walk into Stirling, and to my left now I can see, if I spin the camera around, you might just be able to see in the distance, that's the Wallace monument. So it's only, like I say, a 2-mile walk actually into Stirling itself, where you can visit the castle and everything else that Stirling has to offer. We've actually been there before and we've thoroughly enjoyed our day out there. This is the tent area at the bottom here. There's a shelter if it's inclement weather for the people in tents to do the cooking, and at the end you can see there's just a gap in the fence where the dog walk is. That takes you into the woods, and there's a footpath that you can go either left or right that takes you up to the old village of Blairlogie, or you can go left and head up into Stirling. There's all the amenities close by. There's a supermarket within about 5 miles, and just literally half a mile away is a really nice farm shop that we visited last time. So if you're on your way in or out of Scotland, it's a really easy route to find, straight off the M80 down the A91, and you're here at Witches Craig caravan site.
We're having a little walk into Stirling now. You can see the William Wallace monument through the trees. We're hoping this footpath holds out and we can get all the way into Stirling itself down this road. But apparently it's a fair trade route, but it seems as if other things are optional, like footpaths. It's, yeah. Quite a significant place, this, really. It's quite interesting, isn't it?
It is. It's you get fantastic views over Stirling. You're out towards the castle, and then even as far as sort of Loch Lomond and round there, it's signposted on a plaque on the wall for you to have a look at. So it's a bit of a walk up. It's quite hilly, as you can imagine, but there is, if you're a little bit more infirm, there's a little bus service that brings you to the top.
Well, the rain's still pouring down, but we've just had quite a nice little stop at the distillery off the A9, the Dalwhinney Distillery. Been in the shop and stocked up on a bit of supplies for the trip ahead. It's a lovely place. There's plenty of room for motorhome parking, and my wife is reminding me that, oh yeah, she's bought a new hat. You need to come in.
Cap. Yes, that's what we like, a new Dalwhinney cap. Like a good baseball cap, don't we?
Yeah, that's right. So
we might need it with this weather.
Yeah. Yeah. You've got some new attire and I've got some new whiskey, but yes, we need to find some gin for you now, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Get our supplies stocked up, but we'll get there. But it's a lovely place. There's an outdoor tasting area and quite a nice area where you can park your motorhome quite easily. Not sure whether you could stay the night or not. Don't know that one. To be quite a tempting thing if you could, but I suspect that they don't. But don't see any signs about saying you can. But certainly for a visit and visit the shop or to do the tour, yeah, it's good. And anyway, we're going to go before the cockapoo starts whinging again. We'll go a little bit further. Well, good morning from the glorious 12th,
Good
the
morning.
12th of August.
Good morning. The grouse will be quaking in their heather this morning, I think.
I think so. We had a really good night's sleep last night. These Brit stops are really good, and particularly looking forward to this one because it's opening shortly for a full Scottish breakfast.
Yes, we're looking
we'll
forward
go for
to
that. In fact, there's a very good veggie option which I might try. Not that we're vegetarians per se, but we quite like veggie breakfast. So, and it's got all the essence of a Scottish breakfast on it. So I might go with that one.
Yeah.
You might go with the meat eating.
Oh, I might do. I might remain a meat
see.
eater this morning.
But, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we slept really well, and not too much noise from the road. Didn't bother us. It started again about 6:30 this morning because it is one of the main A roads between Fort William and Fort Augustus. So yeah, but otherwise it was
Really
it was
good
great.
night's sleep. Yeah,
Poppy did well as well.
Yeah.
She's a bit manic this morning. She wants to ready to go. Puppy life. But there you go. You're going to say hello. There's a good girl. That's
there we
it.
go.
There you go.
Yeah.
So we'll catch up with you over breakfast.
Bye.
Bye. Well, we just arrived at a what can be described as a new motorhome Ayre, and it's on a farm, and it's lined up like an Ayre should be really. We booked it through pitch.com, and when we've arrived, there's a number of pictures with pitch.com reserve stickers on them, so we've just taken one of those. One of the first ones to arrive because we're hoping to get out for a walk and take the dog up the hill. So it's suits us to arrive early, and we're going to stay here for what is the maximum time, which is 48 hours. You're going to stay for 2 nights. There's fresh water here and toilet emptying. No power, it's off grid, but that's okay. Would have been good if I'd have still got the jackery, but as you know from previous videos, my jackery failed and I had to be sent back. So I have no power station, but that'll only affect things like editing, and we've got other power banks to get us through, so we'll manage. Yeah, so we're looking forward to a couple of days here. It's at the side of the loch. There's a village walk of about 1.5 miles down to a pub and some things, so we'll check that out, and I'll show you around the Ayre. So this is why we come to Scotland, for the photographs and for the scenery, and the weather's not too bad today. You'll probably notice that we've got jackets on. It's the first time we've had puffer jackets on for a few months. Even though it's not raining, it's still cooler, but we still love it. It's got everything for us. Not too busy here with tourists. There are some tourists here, but it's not too bad at the moment. It's quite surprising. But why? We love this castle. I love this area, and yeah, I'm going to take a few more pictures and move our way around, getting the best angles we can. A little bit tricky when we've got the little dog wants to play, very excited, really wants to give it a full portion herself, charge about, but yeah, it's all good. taking a little break from our trip to visit Aylean Doran Castle. No doubt that that's not how it's really pronounced, but it's the best I can do.
Something similar to that anyway.
Scotland's most photographed castle, maybe even Scotland's most visited castle. I think it's between here, Edinburgh and Stirling. I think there's a tight competition, but that's where it is, and it's absolutely a great place. Really worth tripping, really worth coming to see.
It's £10 to go into the castle, or it's £3 just to go onto the island. There's some really good motorhome parking and somebody on car parking duty that'll get you in the right direction. And it's £5 for 3 hours, which I don't think is too bad, or I think it's £2 for an hour. So, but yeah, really good parking and really good accessible. There's a cafe and everything else, so well worth a visit.
Absolutely. So onwards and onwards. We're just going to walk back to the van now and take a trip up to the campsite. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's moving day.
Again.
Going out for a run first,
Going out for a run, yeah. We're going to run down to the Loch, probably about 3-4 miles, turn round, come back, shower, and then we'll be off and we'll be running to get our Tesco click and collect.
You're holding that cup like it's a product review.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, it's just comfortable like that. My puffin mug from Mull.
No, we don't do product reviews, do we? But,
no.
It was just funny.
No.
Yeah. Yep, so we're all ready to go today. So we've travelled over the bridge into Skye, taken a left, and the first right turn is to a community hall. See, no motorhome is overnight allowed here, but what it does do is allows you to click and collect your Tesco shopping. So we've taken the precaution, stocked up with staples, and we'll still buy some food on the island, of course, because we're going for 3 weeks, but we just wanted to make sure that if given the current climate, if there was closures or anything like that, we could survive. So we've done a click and collect shop. I think it's wonderful that they're using community associations like this. It's a really far-sighted step by Tesco, and well done to them. So here we are, Kevin's putting everything away. We're ready to go.
So we're parked in the harbour car park at the front at Portree. I'll spin the camera around for you so you can see exactly where we are. But you can park here. It's on Ringo as well, so if you've not got cash, that's good. And as you can see, it's pretty picturesque. Plenty of room for motorhomes and for cars, and it's literally, you can see the building that's got the scaffolding at the side. There's some steps at the side of there, and that takes you straight into town. But yeah, plenty of room, really good. And about £2 I think it was for 2 hours, so it's not extortionate either.
So we parked the motorhome in the motorhome area and had a walk around Portree, and you can see behind me some cottages that are multicoloured and the cars pass, and are very much like what you saw on Tobermory, but not quite as impressive, but same sort of thing really. It looks well. Quite nice little places, Portree, apart from the gin shops, of course. Where does Helen make for on her first stop? The gin shop. We've made quite a nice little purchase, which we'll show you later.
mission accomplished. Gin has been purchased. I shall try it later on today when we've pulled up on the site that we're going to. But nice little town, plenty of independent shops, plenty of places to eat. You can go on boat trips, you can go wherever you want from here. So yeah, we're going to leave Portree now and head to the site.
So we're down here at sunset on the side of the loch. There's a pan round. I've been taking a shot of some crofter cottages, and yeah, I'll be interested to see what it's like in the morning. But this is sunset. Now pan round to a full 360. You can see that it pans back out onto the campsite behind, and it's really quite a nice position. It's quite cool now. I've got the jacket on and the midges are starting to come, and I have to say I've doused myself in Skin So Soft and Smidge, and it seems to be doing the job. They're not really biting me, they're flying around me, but I'm not getting bitten, which is a good thing. But I am going to pack up now and not chance me looking and get back, because I'm asking for trouble being here at the side of the water at this time of night. So you'll forgive me if I don't hang around, and we'll catch you later. Well, as the sign says, farewell from Skye. We're just going to go and have a final walk with the dog. It's typical Scottish weather.
Surprisingly, it's raining.
It's quite interesting watching the other people, our sort of friends and colleagues on YouTube and social media, all down in the south of England in t-shirts in warm weather. Well, this is Scotland for you, and we accept it. So this is the end of part one of our travels. The next one, you'll be joining us as we go on the ferry from Ewig to North Uist and Loch Maddie. Stay with us. If you are not subscribed, please consider doing so. It helps the channel grow, and if you click the notifications button, then you will be able to follow our travels without missing any of them. And where else can we be found?
We can also be found on Instagram and Twitter.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
Bye.